Full-sized Pontiacs that feature performance and luxury and youthful styling in any combination you want.
The Pontiac Bonneville was an iconic car produced by the Pontiac division of General Motors for almost 50 years, from 1957 to 2005. It was first introduced as a limited edition performance convertible during the 1957 model year. The Bonneville and its platform partner, the Grand Ville, were some of the largest cars ever built by Pontiac. If you got the station wagon, you were in for a real treat, as they could stretch over 19 feet long. This is the story of the Pontiac Bonneville. It's fascinating to learn that the Bonneville name made its debut back in 1954 on the impressive bubble-topped GM Motorama concept car known as the Bonneville Special. This model eventually entered the production lineup in 1957 as a high-performance fuel-injected luxury convertible that was fully loaded with every conceivable option as standard equipment, with the exception of optional air conditioning. However, this luxury came with a price tag in the same range as the prestigious Cadillac at $5,000, more than double the cost of a Chieftain four-door sedan.
It's a real riding sensation, this new Pontiac, the only car with wide-track wheels, which widen the stance, not the car itself. Wide-track wheels adhere when you see.
The 1959 Bonneville really came into its own, gaining popularity as the senior series with the addition of new body styles. That year, the Bonneville also debuted two marketing gems for Pontiac, the iconic split grille and the wide-track slogan, boasting a wider front and rear tread width than other GM products. A skeg, which is a downward fin, was added to the bottom of the rear quarters, serving as a cool counterbalance to the rearward point of the quarter panel. For the third generation, which was 1961 through 1964, the Bonneville was a top-tier model for Pontiac and helped boost the brand's sales. It featured a distinct grille and a more luxurious interior trim compared to the other models like the Catalina and the Star Chief. The Bonneville also had a longer wheelbase and was more expensive.
GP stands for Grand Prix, the name for a new kind of Pontiac, highly personal and specially designed.
In 1962, the Grand Prix was introduced as a more exclusive alternative to the Bonneville. The Bonneville boasted stronger V8 engines than the other full-size Pontiacs, with standard options including the 389 cubic inch 6.4-liter or the 400 cubic inch 6.6-liter V8. In 1965, B-body Pontiacs were restyled with fastback roof lines, rakish fender lines, and Coke bottle styling. The Bonneville followed these cues but was longer with an 8-inch increase in wheelbase. In 1966, the Bonneville received minor updates to the sheet metal and interior, while the 1967 saw a major update with a new grille in-bumper front design.
The Pontiacs are off and running for 68, and it's a solid bet they'll wind up in the winner's circle.
Bonneville underwent significant styling updates in 1968, including new side-by-side headlights and minor interior changes. In 1969, the side creases were removed, and the rear end received widened taillights and color-coded bumper inserts.
This is the first Grand Ville. You can't buy a smoother, more luxurious ride at any price.
In 1971, the Bonneville was replaced as the top-line series by the new Grand Ville and received semi-unibody styling in 3 body styles. The standard engine was a 455 cubic inch V8 with a 2-barrel carburetor, and the 4-barrel version was optional. From 1973 through 1976, the standard engine was a 170 horsepower 400 cubic inch V8 with an optional 455 4-barrel V8. In 1975, the pillarless 2-door hardtop model was replaced by a coupe with frameless door glass and a thick B-pillar. The Bonneville became the top-line series again after the Grand Ville was discontinued in 1975.
We proudly married off the last of our 4 daughters this summer.
And with the kids out of the house, we have some time to travel.
So I decided we'd take a test drive in a new 1978 Pontiac Bonneville. Hey, what a proud way to go.
In its 6th generation, the Bonneville maintained its flagship status as part of the downsized big car line introduced in 1977.
For 1980, Pontiac introduces MPG, more Pontiac excitement to the gallon. Want good gas?
They also had improved fuel economy, a crucial selling point following the 1973 and 74 energy crisis. The Bonneville's standard engine was the new 301 cubic inch V8, which delivered 135 horsepower or 101 kilowatts. After the full-size Pontiacs were discontinued, the Bonneville nameplate was moved to the mid-size Le Mans, which also struggled with poor sales. From 1982 to 1986, these models were officially called the Pontiac Bonneville Model G, built on the GM G platform. The downsized Bonneville did not appeal to all Pontiac customers who were turning towards full-size V8 power cars due to the improving gasoline prices. To address this, Pontiac reintroduced a full-size car in 1983. The Canadian-built Pontiac Parisienne, which was restyled from the Chevrolet Caprice and powered by Chevrolet's V6 or V8 engines. As a result, the Bonneville moved down a notch until 1986. However, in 1987, the Parisienne was discontinued, and the Bonneville was redesigned as a front-wheel drive car, rejoining its pre-1982 platform mates and regaining its status as the senior Pontiac.
This is the new Pontiac Bonneville. Inspiring to the eye and to the touch.
For its 9th generation, the 1992 model year Bonneville was completely redesigned with both exterior and interior changes and was unveiled at the 1991 Chicago International Auto Show. The 1996 Bonneville model received significant styling changes, including new taillights, headlights, grille, and body cladding. A new supercharged 3800 Series 2 engine producing 240 horsepower was introduced for the SSEI and optional for the SSE.
Yeah! Introducing the all-new 2000 Bonneville. Screaming with attitude you'd never expect in a luxury sports sedan.
For its 10th and final generation, the 2000 Bonneville was redesigned on GM's G platform, but still referred to as the H platform. The top-of-the-line SSEI model introduced GM's StabiliTrak stability control system. In 2004, the Bonneville added a V8 engine option on the GXP trim, which was Cadillac's 4.6-liter Northstar V8 engine, offering 275 horsepower and 300 foot-pound of torque. On February the 8th of 2005, GM made the announcement that Bonneville would not be a part of Pontiac's lineup for 2006. The final Bonneville was produced on May 27th of 2005. Hey, there you have it, the history of the Pontiac Bonneville. You know, it was 1976, Miss Arcadie picking us up in her brand new 76 Bonneville. It was a tank. It was silver in color, but she'd only pick us up on rainy days. She knew we had to walk 4 or 5 blocks to our junior high school, and she'd stop by, and there'd be like 7 or 8 of us kids packed in her brand new 76 Bonneville. My favorite Bonneville was the 1980-81 Bonneville. What was your favorite car back in the 70s or 80s? We want to know. Leave your comments below so we could produce a video for you. Help us out. This is Michael J. We will do it again next weekend. Thank you for watching the Boca Brothers channel. We will see you next weekend.